Hey, DragonCon! It is Saturday morning, and you know what time that is? It is the parade. Welcome to DragonConTV. For those of you who are in your beds, comfortable and quite happy, we are doing all of the hard work for you. We are in costume, and we are presenting to you everything that you're going to see today. Who are we? I am Jess with DragonConTV, and I'm joined with two of my favorite cosplayers and general people, Mark Meir.
Hello, good to see you.
And John Strangeway.
Good morning.
So yeah, we decided to do a utopian theme this year to sort of counteract our dystopian last year.
Yes, that's true. It's a brighter future ahead.
It is a brighter future. Tomorrow is a better day.
Underground.
Yes.
In the vault.
In the vault. So yeah, I went with Jadzia Dax because I absolutely love the Star Trek universe and the meritocracy of it all.
Yes.
Plus, I always wanted to be a 100-year-old Trill.
I'm dressed as Mon-El from the Legion of Superheroes from the 30th or 31st century, depending on the continuity. Yes. And yes, they generally have a bright and utopian outlook for that DC Comics future.
They do, and capes.
And capes.
And capes.
There are
Can't
many
go wrong
capes.
with capes.
Can't go wrong with capes. And Strangeway.
I am sporting a lovely vault suit jacket and also enjoying my soon upcoming game, Cyberpunk 2077, which they have in the vault.
Yes.
Yes.
But those are
Yes.
more dystopian futures, surely.
Surely.
Yes.
Well,
Surely. You're still optimistic about it.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got to be positive about it.
I mean, before, after the whole bomb drops, you go into the new world and you're thinking it's going to be
Exactly.
better, right?
Yes.
We
So,
created a wonderful utopian underground.
You were in one of those vaults that wasn't getting messed with.
Exactly.
oh, yes, or you were an overseer.
So I was led to believe.
Weren't we all?
Soon the riots happen.
Yes. So, main event today is the parade. We're just waiting for everything to get started. We have a long list of things to go through. We will try to keep you up with what's happening. It does change regularly, as I'm sure you know. Of course, DragonCon is a smoothly run operation. Everything always goes perfect. So,
It is.
yeah, of course.
I believe so.
So what are you guys looking forward to today?
Oh, well, I always look forward to the N7 Elite for personal reasons.
Oh.
That, of course, is the Mass Effect costuming group. I've marched with them in the parade before, and I look forward to seeing what they come up with this year.
I am excited to see them too. Yeah, it should be a good year for that. Strangeway?
Everything on this list here, but including the sandworm. I am
The
looking forward to that.
sandworm,
Yes.
yeah.
It's
I saw that.
kind of like
Yeah.
a Chinese dragon style, but sandworm from Dune.
Do we know how many people are in it?
I think about 10, I
Oh,
want to
wow.
say. But
Yeah.
I've heard it weighs about 60, 70 pounds with
Oh,
the head.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be interesting.
I mean, Dune, I'm so excited about
For the new?
upcoming
Oh,
Dune.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That book series got me through a lot, inspired me in writing, and I can't wait to see like a version of it that gets the proper treatment, because it's always had some troubles in its previous incarnations, and
Fear is the mind killer.
yes, fear is the mind killer. Fear is the mind killer. Do not fear. Well, I'm looking forward to Netherworld in addition to everything else. I mean, Netherworld always does such a great job. Their float is always incredible, so I can't wait to see what they bring out this year.
We just saw a Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah, we saw an unofficial Forrest Gump just running down even before the parade started.
That was a treat.
That was a treat. That was a treat.
Cheered along by the crowd.
And as you know, it's not exactly a short distance that you have to go in these. So,
No.
and you've
No.
both actually have experience participating in the parade, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So with masks and helmets.
Armor.
Yeah, tell me about doing the parade in a mask.
Yes, I have worn a silicone mask in this parade before, and it is a bit of an endurance test. I've also witnessed several people faint from heat stroke and whatnot.
Oh, well,
particularly
hydrate.
among the Mass Effect cosplayers, because those Asari headpieces really capture all the heat and sweat.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I would like to tell costume designers, think about us cosplayers when you're making things. We like breathable fabrics too. Plus, you're actors. I mean, you gotta consider them at some point, I guess.
I think I hate myself because I like to suffer. I choose the worst materials ever to wear.
Yeah.
Synthetics that don't breathe.
Right. Right.
Capes with 900 peacock feathers on it. At first time I'd worn a cape, so I didn't realize how much it keeps the heat on your back.
It really does.
Yeah. Leather. These things aren't ideal for the Atlanta heat. So.
Well, especially Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
But we are actually having a reprieve from the weather right now. And it looks like we're getting started. It is a beautiful day here in downtown Atlanta. We
crowd
have
is
an
excited.
incredible crowd. Everybody's gearing up. A lot of these people have been down here since 6 o'clock this morning, staking out their places.
They're troopers. I warn everyone. I'm like, look, make sure you get there early.
Yeah.
Otherwise, certain sections of the road you won't be able to cross.
Yeah, like it starts getting, I mean, Atlanta's traffic shuts down basically.
It does.
I've lived in the city my whole life, and it basically just, you know, it shuts down.
Get
for
to
the
your
best
panels.
reasons. Yeah.
Get to your panels on time, otherwise you won't make it over to the Westin.
Yeah. You definitely won't make it over to the Westin. We have stopped traffic.
It always amazes me how many people show up just from the general public to watch this parade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my things that I always tell people about DragonCon. If you've never experienced it before, the parade is the best place to start because you can come down here, get set up. It's just like any other parade. The best, in my opinion, but you know, you come out with your kids, you get to watch a great show. It's an hour long. Best people watching you'll ever have. As you can see, we've got some people playing. I think I just saw a tiny doctor running around and a Wonder Woman chasing a Spider-Man. So
that's the best part, is the interaction. You know, all the parade attendees, they interact with the crowd. They get the kids on it. It's a lot of fun.
And there's a fair number of parade attendees in costume today.
Oh, yes.
I've noticed that as well. Like, you don't just have to be walking in the parade to be in costume. Yeah, you can be up here hosting the parade in costume.
Well, here we all are.
Yes, as we happen to be. So yeah, as we're waiting for the parade to get going, what have you got else on your docket for the rest of the day today?
I actually work over for the our pop art and comics track in the America's Mart, so I'll be heading over there after this.
Oh, look, there's a doctor playing with a ball.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. The kids at this convention are my absolute favorite.
Fences are cool.
Yes.
And bow ties.
Yeah, and bow ties. Yes. Educating everybody about that.
How about you? What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Oh, man. I'm getting caught up. I have been running around like crazy. This is my show. Like, I get so excited about the parade every year. Like, everything leads up to this for me. So I'm probably going to nap. But I hear there's something really interesting going on in the Hyatt that I want to check out.
Yeah.
I heard something too.
Yes.
Improvised Dungeons and Dragons. I'll be doing that with Amber Nash and Lucky Yates of Archer, as well as their friends from Dad's Garage Theater. And it's basically what it sounds like. Dungeons and Dragons in front of an audience.
That sounds amazing.
Yes, it is a comedy show, of course, and we'll be taking the folks on an adventure. Lasts about an hour, so 1 o'clock in the Hyatt International North.
Excellent. I will wake up from my nap for that. That will totally be worth it.
Please do.
Yes. I mean, I love Dungeons and Dragons. So
Of course,
yeah.
it's a great combo. But
yeah.
Improv is always an amazing time.
Yes.
What people come up with.
Yes, and it's an excellent cast, as mentioned. So
Oh,
Of course,
yeah. Dad's
yes.
Garage is like, it's a local standard.
yes, I've
Yeah.
worked with them quite often, and they are brilliant folks.
They're incredible. I went
And the
to
best part is Amber Nash knows nothing about Dungeons and Dragons at all.
Are you serious?
No, she. We have shanghaied her into this, and she's playing a half-orc wizard in full makeup and with all props and costume.
That is
So-
going to be an incredible show.
I think so.
Yeah.
Go
yeah.
big or go home, you know?
Exactly. Especially, I mean, her improv skills are going to just rock at this. Yeah.
They are both brilliant,
Yeah.
Lucky and Amber. I've had the fortune of working with them both in the past, and they are hilarious. And seeing them as Dungeons and Dragons characters is an added bonus.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, Dad's Garage also, if you're in the Atlanta area, they do some amazing stuff. It is an incredible improv theater that's been around for at least since I've been in high school, so over 20 years.
Yeah, over 25 years. I think.
Yeah. So we are still getting geared up here. The crowd is getting excited, starting to get the energy going. Has everybody had their coffee?
I've had some Diet Cola, so that's
that's
how
your
I got my
coffee?
caffeine.
Oh,
Nice.
you're a braver man.
Yeah. I just went straight out of bed, got my spots on. That was my caffeine this morning.
Now, I have a Mountain Dew and a Mountain Dew Kickstart breakfast that I combine with an emergency. You throw that in there, you're
That
good.
is quite the elixir.
Right?
Yeah.
Vitamin C boost and caffeine.
Does it glow when you mix it?
I mean, my heart is racing right now, but I think that's because I'm sitting here, so.
Well, we appreciate your commitment.
The glow fits your costume.
Oh,
It does. The optimistic.
it's just the
vault
massive
dweller.
amount of sweat right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's, the sheen is a part of the beautiful glow of all DragonCon attendees.
Yes.
It doesn't cost extra. It
I've
just
always
comes
found
with
it
Atlanta.
ironic that a big cosplay con like this takes place in Atlanta on Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
And people wear their hottest and most cumbersome costumes.
Especially
do.
when like the North comes to
Yeah.
invade. Like, yeah, I admire all of the Starks and all of the North supporters in their costumes. And
All the Chewbaccas.
all the Chewbaccas. Oh.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you for your
Everybody
service.
wearing wool.
Yeah. Anybody wearing any kind of full.
A lot of doctors, actually. A lot of the doctors
Yes.
have the heavy coats.
The tweed suits.
There is nothing worse than wearing a three-piece wool tweed suit.
Oh,
Yes.
and you would know.
I would know.
You would know, Dr. Jones.
Yes.
And also this year, of course, the Aziraphales and Crowleys. They're
Yes.
also a lot of leathers, a lot of waistcoats and things like that.
Lot of-
Crowley not
Scarves.
so much, but Aziraphale.
Yeah, Aziraphale,
And
there's lots of layers going
there's
on
usually
there.
a wig involved.
Yes, and plus it's white. Anytime you wear white at a convention, it gets a little like it's hard. It's hard to keep everything clean, you
That's
know.
true, yes.
Like you have to really be careful. I know once I put on lipstick and makeup, I can't eat or drink without a straw.
It's very easy for a Gandalf the White or a Saruman to become quite
Gray.
bedraggled.
That is true. By the end, the Gandalf is Gandalf the Grey. Yeah.
Stormcrow. No, on top of all the people wearing body paint, learn to seal people.
This is true.
Yes.
This is true, yeah.
Sealer's your friend.
Sealers are your friends. That's how I'm hopefully not going to melt during the next hour.
We'll see how many people are fully decked out for the parade.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I have to say, I admire the fortitude of those who march in full costume,
Oh,
in
yes.
full helmets and over-the-head masks and things like that.
Yes. Yeah, I was watching the Friday night costume contest last night on DragonConTV in my room because I needed a moment. And there was this Spawn that came out.
Saw that.
Oh, it was incredible. It was such a like an old school like 1990s like Spawn. But you could tell that like he had a handler, and you could tell that he was like having a really hard time walking. I'm like, I hope he does not wear that in the parade. But that was a beautiful costume.
In addition, wearing the platforms too, trying to walk around in those.
Especially on those stages, they are not made for that. As you saw with the
yeah.
person on skates,
Yep.
that was bold. The person who did that, well done.
On someone on roller skates.
Somebody on roller skates with large appendages. It was incredible.
What was the
Yes.
costume?
I don't remember.
But it had roller skates.
It had roller skates. It had a large headpiece. It was beautifully done.
Was it anime?
Probably, yeah.
Is that the best thing you've seen so far?
It was good. That one was definitely good. It's always hard for me to say what the best thing is that I've seen in this show because there's just so much incredible stuff. I remember like 15 years ago coming in, and each day I would be like, oh yeah, that is
Yeah.
incredible. But now every single time you turn a corner,
Yes.
there's just amazing work.
Oh yes. Everyone brings their A game. To
Yeah,
DragonCon.
Yeah.
Oh, you were the Never-Ending Story, the horse.
Oh, the art-
Yes. I think you
Atreyu.
saw it in person, did you?
Oh,
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
that would. I mean, how do you
Tears.
just like crying like? I mean,
Niagara Falls, Frankie Angel. Oh.
And I find that horse head prop that they have of the horse sinking into the swamp works very well with the new Marriott carpet.
It does.
the brownish sort of teal tan.
kind of
thing.
looks like that mud. The
Yeah.
Super
pit.
realistic.
And the kid was really acting and like really.
Screaming.
How heartbreaking and also somehow beautiful at the same time. So those sirens are
Uh-oh.
always a good sign. The sirens are usually the signal to start the parade because we have to have our wonderful men in blue, our Atlanta Police Department, who helps us out for this. We would not be able to have a parade without them. So thank you, gentlemen, so much. And yes, we are seeing their flashing lights. This is getting exciting. We'd love to build up the anticipation here at DragonConTV.
On the flip side of nostalgia, I saw the Wally. That is the full remote.
Oh, really?
Control droid, like R2s and the BB-8s.
Yeah.
Yes, the Wally. If you see it and he talks, he goes Wally, and he's like bye-bye. It's adorable.
Okay, so there is a fully functioning Wally
Oh, yes.
running around
on the
somewhere.
set. Somewhere.
So, yes, DragonCon scavenger hunt. You need to find a Wally, a badly described amazing costume on roller skates. We've got a few things looking here. I hear bagpipes. Do you hear
I think
bagpipes?
we're about to begin. And of course, we'll be leading with the traditional
Yes.
banner and dragons. Yes,
Yes.
of course. Yes.
Oh, and here we go. It is finally happening.
And there they are. The bagpipes, the DragonCon banner.
Here we go.
Yes. Jenny Wirtz and the Banner of Dragons, always starting us off. This is a DragonCon tradition. This is one of the happiest signs of the weekend.
Just kicks it off. What brings you into DragonCon? You know, like there's something that always sets off everyone, and you're like, it's now DragonCon.
For me, it's the Tuesday before DragonCon when I'm packing up my costumes.
The Tuesday now.
Yes.
Okay.
That moment when, oh, wow,
Yeah.
we've got lots of dragons out. I admire your commitment.
And even just all the different types too.
Yeah. I love the creativity of just like, design your dragon, support your dragon. And here we have our color guard.
Very nice.
The delightful sound. Oh, yes, and,
I see,
Mr. Six Flags.
Nice.
Mr. Six Flags is there behind the color guard.
Did I see an Amazonian?
You might have. They should be represented.
Is that the police car from?
Here's Mr. Six.
Those commercials
young at
really just like stick in your mind.
They
Oh,
do,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, they haunt me to this
Yes,
day.
I know. Like it was one of the first things that I saw that was delightfully creepy.
Was he a real man or was that all just silicone?
I think it was a puppet. It was a Henson workshop creation.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I
think so.
buy that theory.
Possibly
all right.
stop motion.
So this is the USCM, the official color guard, followed by the new fandom color guard. The new fandom color guard included the Colonial Marines, the Royal Manticorian Navy, the Grayson Space Navy, Battlestar Galactica. I did see an Amazonian. The Mercenaries Guild, and the Planetary Union of Orville. We have now moved on to everything DC.
Here they come.
We saw the Bluesmobile.
You saw
Yes,
the
the
Bluesmobile.
Bluesmobile.
We've got the classic DeLorean.
Predators.
Predators. I'm surprised we can see them.
I believe that's a Jurassic Park Jeep.
Yes.
Being chased by some T-Rexes.
They get bolder and bolder with those T-Rexes every year. There's a Marriott carpet T-Rex I saw.
There's a Marriott carpet T-Rex.
Yep.
Okay, add that to your scavenger list sheet.
Now,
I've
Oh,
never
there's a
seen the inflatable T-Rex or the Triceratops.
Triceratops.
That
That's
is
a new one.
beautiful.
I've worn one of those. It is not easy to get around,
I was gonna ask,
and
like,
it's sweltering.
because you have no
There's, like, almost
ventilation,
no
right?
airflow,
You're just
no-
stuck in it. So yes, thank you again for your commitments. Yay, Jurassic Park. So we had the Zoran Jurassic Park Jeep, the Zoran DeLorean, and Bluesmobile, and the vintage Wagoneer.
And coming up next, we have the marching band from Seed and
I
Feed.
can hear them.
Yep, can definitely hear the marching bands. So being able to march and play in these costumes, that is a skill set I think that everybody should be able to, like, you know, aspire to one day.
Every year I look forward to seeing this group. They show up in full decked out regalia.
Between this and the bagpipes, it's like the best way to get your energy up and get, like, it's, you know,
Gotta get
I
pumped
would
up.
follow them.
And they're coordinated. I
They
like
are
that.
coordinated this year.
They planned this.
And getting that many people to do anything together and sing, that is impressive. We got our drummers behind us, some Vikings.
Tons of horns.
Yes, lots of horns.
They got bust out the ska. So is this for? Oh, there it is. There's baby.
Yes,
Supernatural.
Now we're at
Supernatural.
Supernatural. Cars are always the best way to present it. Yes.
And coming up next, I believe we have our Grand Marshal, Mark Shepard.
There he is.
Oh, there's Mark Shepard. Yeah, thank
fine
you,
fellow.
Mark, for being our Grand Marshal this year.
That's a great honor.
It really is. And, you know.
Coming up
well
next, here's
deserved.
Battlestar Galactica,
Oh.
Colonial
Oh,
Fleet.
Yep.
So say we all.
So say we all. say we all.
I just started rewatching that series.
It's on my list to rewatch too. I had to
holds
rewatch
up.
DS9, but yeah, I love my political sci-fi dramas. Like
Mark Shepard's in BSG too.
That's very true. Yep.
What hasn't he done? He always pops up in like everything. Warehouse 13, Firefly,
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, he's one of those actors like Alan Tudyk that's just like
And-
in everything.
Yeah.
Most recently, Doom Patrol, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. And here we are.
Oh,
there.
is this Dune?
Is this the Dune? Is this going to be
it
the
says
worm?
Dune. I'm hoping. Let's see. Oh, I see some Harkonnen. Yep. I think. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Oh,
Here's
wow.
the sandworm.
We now have a sandworm. Nobody's riding it though.
Well, the Fremen are carrying it.
That is true.
And-
Maybe it's their turn to carry the sandworm, since the sandworm usually carries them.
They need the Kwisatz Haderach to ride it, so you know.
That's true. So maybe they'll fight him in the crowd.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Notice the blue eyes. No.
Now, I am told that embedded in this group we have a Buckaroo Banzai contingent.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
I
Haven't
do-
spotted them yet.
I have not seen Buckaroo Banzai. That would be.
But we do have Men in Black.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a classic throwback. Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah.
So you got a mono wheel.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is from the new Men in Black International. Very nice.
Yeah. Nice job with the rotors. That's
Yeah.
really good. That's only slightly creepy.
A little bit.
Nice job. Yes.
I don't remember what just
Wait,
happened.
what just
Yes.
happened? What?
Did
Huh?
the parade start?
What? Yeah, I think maybe my pages got out of order here.
It's
And that
double-sided.
is clearly a
That's what they told me.
Stargate.
We've got Galaxy Quest.
Oh, Galaxy Quest.
Never give up, never surrender. And there it is. It's the Fargate. I mean the Stargate. Needs a mohawk and a baby T.
Very true.
And I believe coming
Oh,
up
wow.
behind the Stargate,
That
I
is-
think I just caught a glimpse of, yes, the Buckaroo
Buckaroo
Banzai.
Banzai.
There it is.
This
Based on
I'm-
the cult favorite 1984 movie, of course.
Yes. Let's see. We have.
You were there. Oh, Alien Nation. That's a good throwback.
Oh wow.
Well done.
Ah, the brown coats.
Yes, we've got the brown coats. They are a classic here. And of course, if you play Jules' character, you get to walk around with an umbrella or a parasol, which on a day like today is smart
Well needed.
cosplaying.
Yes.
That is the best thing to do, to incorporate something functional to keep you, you know.
Like an electric fan that you carry around everywhere.
That's
Exactly.
brilliant. A personal air conditioning.
I believe we're
or a
moving
Big
into
Daddy.
the gamer group.
See, the big sister, yeah. Splicer's got it all right, but
Yeah,
the big daddies and the big sisters,
yeah. They need to have a personal built-in
There
air
it is.
conditioning unit.
and they
Oh.
can. They've got the backpack, you know, to be able to hook that up. It's how.
Just because they need extra weight, clearly,
Exactly.
on them. Yeah.
The
What's
dragging
another-
of the lead pipe is really selling it, I think.
Of course.
That was good.
That's the other thing too, is people staying in character, really
Yes.
committing to it.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, and there's an Elizabeth and Booker.
Nice. I played in Elizabeth once.
Really?
Yes.
I believe I interviewed you for that.
I kept the beard.
It was, yeah.
And
we
here's
were at
the N7
aquarium.
Elite.
There we go.
Oh,
Gotta shout 'em out.
excellent.
Shine, sir.
Yes. We admire your commitment to cosplay.
I love N7 Day. It just, everybody just goes nuts.
November 7th
Oh,
coming
yes.
up.
Yes, yeah.
It'll be N7 Day before we know it. It
There
comes
is life
faster
after
every year.
DragonCon, yeah. Let's see. Overwatch, the official Overwatch group. These guys always have some very elaborate costumes.
Oh, they do. The characters to go off of, and on top of all the different skins they throw out for
Yes.
the different seasons. It's
You can
amazing.
really customize it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the little hamster character. Or gerbil. I'm not sure which it is. The hamster
so
or gerbil.
cute. Let's see.
And those props, I mean, everything they're carrying.
And there's the Fallout Tech.
The
There we
Fallout
go.
Tacticians.
Ah, celebrating.
Always love to see the Fallout group, having sunk about 1,000 hours into Fallout 4,
Exactly, yes.
obsessively building settlements.
Yeah.
I left off at level 200.
That's a good stopping place. You know, you
That
might want-
Assaultron was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. And the League of Legends.
Ah, League of
Legends.
Legends. Another huge amount of characters to choose from.
So clearly we are in the gaming section.
I think we're also
Yeah.
seeing some Skyrim folks.
Very
in there.
nice.
Oh, yeah, we got some Elder Scrolls folks. And then Borderlands, which is Borderlands 3 is coming out very
very
soon.
excited for that.
There is life after DragonCon. Moxie! Yes. And a Mario.
And Mario.
Because we always need a Mario.
Visiting Borderlands.
There we go. Now we get the Smash Brothers crew.
Yes. I kind of like this because the worlds are literally colliding.
It's like Wreck-It Ralph.
We have the assassins, nicely not assassinating, so some Laura Crofts. Thank you for not stealing our artifacts.
Some Nathan Drakes.
Let's see.
405. 405.
I haven't had coffee.
8675309.
Oh, okay, yes.
There we go.
Wow.
Some
And
Halo
soon
for
the
you.
other type of Spartan will be by, I'm sure. One Spartan wears a lot of armor. The other Spartan wears very little.
Yes. But both probably take about equal amounts of time to work on their instruments.
They were prominent last night. There was a huge group.
Here's the folks from Dragon Age, of course.
Very nice.
Yes, the Dragon Age group.
Another
BioWare
huge
thanks you for
following.
your service.
Lovely, excellent.
And oh, is that a D20?
I
Yes.
believe it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we are.
nice.
What's the result? Yeah,
Yes.
natural 20, I assume. They seemed happy with that result.
It wasn't a crit roll. We're good. See, somebody should do a magic 8-ball D20.
Yes.
That is fascinating.
Am I going to succeed on this attack? Highly unlikely.
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Very
ladies and gentlemen.
nice. Where's the Crow and Tom Servo?
Yes. Yeah, puppets for that. I mean, carrying around one of those for the entire length of the parade, probably.
You would think carrying a puppet wouldn't be so bad because they're generally light, but if you're continually carrying it for about 3 hours,
Yes.
it weighs you down.
It applies to
Yeah.
any prop, really, at a con.
Exactly.
You know, you might like the weight of a prop to be a little more realistic, but you'll quickly throw that out the window if you've been carrying it for more than 3 hours.
Or conveniently put it down someplace and just forget to return.
There's that, too. There's that,
Yeah.
too. Many props have gone missing.
It's amazing how many things become important to you in the beginning when you're first putting your costume together, and then by the end of the convention, it's just like,
Nope.
I already wore it. I did that.
Wood and metal easily get discarded and
Yes.
replaced for plastic and foam.
I've also seen a lot of people incorporate cups or beverage containers into their costumes, which is
That's a staple here at
That-
DragonCon.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty genius. I mean,
You have to be functioning at night as well. And
Yes.
most people do forget pockets. Pockets are your friend.
pockets are very important.
pockets.
All dresses, skirts, and any costume should have pockets.
Work it in there.
I don't have any pockets in this. I don't know how I'm getting back into my room. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
I'm sure that, like, you're from the 31st century.
Yeah.
We can figure something out.
Sure.
Technology has evolved beyond these mere card keys.
Exactly.
Yes.
A wave of the hand. The
Yes.
bio, technology.
Yes.
Scanners.
Yeah.
Just
eye,
my heat
fingerprints.
vision. I'll just
Yeah.
cut down.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a deposit fee you'll have to pay, but it'll be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, I mean,
They'll wave it.
yeah,
Look at what he's wearing. They'll wave it.
it'll be all right.
Are we experiencing a lull?
We are experiencing
be.
a slight lull.
I thought so.
Yeah, the
'Cause
crowd
we were just
hushed.
talking about ourselves instead of about
We
the parade.
did.
Did you sense a disturbance?
I said some servants, of course. And here we are.
Yes.
But it's been great so far.
Yeah,
No, it has.
I really
yeah.
enjoyed the gaming group.
That was
Yes.
a much larger gaming group than I think I've seen in the past.
It's
It
been
seems-
growing.
Yeah.
It does seem that it gets bigger every year.
Yeah, there's more categories to add in, and of course with with all of the more recent games like Smite and everything
Yep.
that's based in Atlanta, we've seen a lot of rise in that.
Oh, coming up, we have the Diversity Tracks vehicle
Yay, the diversity track!
riding through. Very festively decorated.
Very decorated, yes.
It's very colorful.
Yeah.
It is. And coming up behind them, I believe we're going to be having high fantasy literature.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Is that them?
Read the banner. The glare.
Diversity.
Oh, it's the
no, I
diversity
think it's the
banner.
diversity group. Yes.
Okay.
So characters representing diversity. In DragonCon, something that we're really committed to here is providing a safe space for everybody to be themselves, or whoever else they want to be.
And here is the high fantasy literature, folks.
Yes.
Game of Thrones, of course.
Here are the walking carpets.
Literally.
Oh, that is commitment.
That is. Oh, thank you, Dothraki.
And the Hound.
The Hound. Wow.
So you
And
wonder.
also T'Challa.
Yes.
Yes, T'Challa has now joined the North. That would make sense.
I like that T'Challa is also wearing a furry cape.
Yeah.
It gets cold up there.
Yes.
You know, it is a real commitment to add to a full-body Black Panther costume with a furry cape.
That is. That
In
is.
this heat? This is a more sensible costume in this
Yeah.
heat.
Well, when you have it, flaunt it, you know?
Oh, excellent hound.
Nice hound with stars, I like that.
Yes.
Lovely. And an Arya Stark in
Yes.
disguise as a humble merchant of
Clams,
oysters.
Shucker
A
of
shucker,
oysters.
yes.
Yes,
I believe that's the
shucker.
term.
Oh, and that's the
And
type. Oh.
The Iron Throne
Iron
itself.
Throne.
With Daenerys, I believe. Or perhaps just embodying the throne.
That Euron Greyjoy, he
Euron.
was
Ah,
acting.
yes.
That's
that is good.
wow.
Everybody
Wow.
loves that character.
Yeah, I've always wondered when you're born and you look like a character that
You just have
the
to do it.
world hates, you have to embrace that.
Yes,
right?
if you're a Joffrey cosplayer, I think
Yes,
you must
yes.
embrace that.
It's the
It's,
same thing as
Lord of the Rings was just on the tail end there.
oh, and then we have the DragonCon
The
over 40. Oh wow.
Get off my lawn.
Yes.
A lot of walkers.
I believe I belong in that group, so
I'm almost there.
There we are.
I'm almost there. Give me a couple more years, guys.
1 year away.
So yes, the con is fun for all ages.
It's true. I mean, you have people into their 60s, 70s still
Oh, yeah.
cosplaying.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been coming to this.
Captain
thing since I was a
Kangaroo.
kid. Oh, there was
Wow.
Captain
and
Kangaroo.
And
a dead
Riker.
ringer, actually. Lucy.
And Lucy. Very nice.
Oh
Wow.
wow! I have never seen that done in cosplay before.
Going
Wonder
back.
Woman, of course. And here comes our Doctor Who contingent.
The Whovian.
Yes.
This is the Brit track, I believe.
Yes, I believe we're getting into the Brit track.
Big
And
turnout probably this year.
Lots of Daleks.
I saw a Bob Davros.
I
Really?
saw them too. I did not. I had to do a double take because I was on my way to someplace.
I don't know if he's going to be in here, but man, I was just like, oh my God, that's brilliant.
It was a brilliant like mashup cosplay. He had the wig. He had the
painters,
palettes,
the palette, and then he's sitting in the Davros chair, and you're just like,
and instead of
Okay.
exterminate, he was saying I think like create. It was amazing because you know.
oh look, he's wearing a decorative vegetable.
Oh, Monty
It
Python.
was the monks from Monty Python.
Yes.
Holy Grail.
That's a great outfit because the robe's not too heavy.
You
Yes.
just have to walk around and smack yourself with a board.
And
Why, you
sandals.
could wear nothing at all under that robe.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's like graduation day.
Let's see.
Who do we have coming up now?
Is that Walt Disney?
I believe that is Walt Disney
There you
with
go.
Mickey
Oh,
on his shoulder.
There we
we
go.
are.
Oh, those wings are gorgeous. That is an amazing Maleficent.
That is a good. I think was she in the? No, that wasn't her.
No, there
a
was
Maleficent,
one.
yes,
She
last
was,
night.
yeah, her armor work was incredible, but those wings are
That's great.
gorgeous.
Alice in
Got
Wonderland with the Mad Hatter and the
Mad
Cheshire
Hatter
Cat.
and an adorable Tinkerbell.
Aladdin
oh,
on the rug.
nice. Is that a puppy?
It is. Zapu.
It's safe to say we've moved into the Disney group.
I believe we have at this point.
And I saw the fairy stepsister, god sisters, mothers. No, Sleeping Beauty. What
we'll
are they
get
called?
there. We'll get there.
And this is, of course, the Haunted Mansion vehicle.
Yes.
Ooh, big anniversary this year.
Yes.
Hey, hey.
Oh, it's Hey Hey. I love Hey Hey.
Alan Tudyk's great. that outtake of him going, I went to Juilliard.
Ah, the bride from the Haunted Mansion.
Very nice. Yeah, no. I was,
What anniversary is it of the mansion this year?
is it the 50th?
I think so, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
More incredible wings. This
Wow.
is the year for wings. I've seen some. Oh,
that-
Is-
It is. He is inevitable.
Okay, he is inevitable, and we are all at his
And
mercy.
he looks to be 9 feet tall.
That is because there's
Hard
a
to
Hellboy.
gauge.
He is dwarfing Hellboy.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I'd say like maybe 8 feet tall at least.
Easily.
And he's walking unaided.
That's impressive.
That is amazing.
Great job with the mask.
Incredible work. Already, yep. Wow.
And
And
you
us
wonder,
Titan, we salute you.
Yes.
I hope he is hydrated.
These are the DragonCon Eternals, I believe.
Yes, so we've got the Eternals, and then we have the Cult of the Marriott Carpets.
Both staples here at DragonCon.
Yes, they
Now,
are.
the Eternals, as I understand it, were those people who were smart enough to buy permanent lifetime memberships to DragonCon back in the day.
Back in the
Yes.
day, yes, back when those were a thing.
Yes.
So yes, they had the lobes of a Ferengi, I should say.
And the Cult of the Carpet, of course, worships a carpet.
Yes. They do.
Old Marriott carpet.
Oh, yes.
And they have the truck, which, again, I admire the commitment of somebody to drive around in that truck every day embodying the Marriott.
The best is to see that driving around Atlanta. Because it does, it happens.
I haven't actually seen it yet. I would hope that he would be local, though. So, I don't know if you know this, but it's a well-kept secret that Eternal membership actually grants immortality. Oh, here we have David Weber. He's an author.
Very nice. Fully decked out.
The Royal Manticoran Navy. And Netherworld.
Netherworld.
After that lull, we're really picking up here.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They're coming fast and furious. Netherworld, of course, is a staple here at DragonCon. Always fantastic costumes.
It is. Now
And
they do a
vehicles.
wonderful job. Stilt walkers, the sliders, the rock builders.
They're at second year at their new location?
Correct. This is the second year.
And they're
Yep.
doing escape rooms, right?
Yes, they now have 4 escape rooms. They just added a tiki haunt.
I'm looking forward to actually getting to check out Netherworld this year.
Excellent.
I think I'll be in this area around Halloween, so
So you actually get to come
I
by
actually
and
get to see the haunt
Very
after
nice.
seeing their parade entries for years.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how could you not see this and immediately want to go? Because this is the closest thing you get to DragonCon without being at DragonCon for us. To go experience this. They always do such a great show. They use actors, they use all the best technology. I mean, it feels like you're on a film set. when
And
you're
this
there.
is new, a new one on me anyway. It looks like they have some
They
velociraptors
do.
captured.
Throughout the parking lot, they have some of the velociraptors walking around.
Oh, wow. So they went full animatronic with these.
There's a person in there.
There's a person in there.
Yes.
That is amazing.
Well, these might be animatronic, but they do have one where there is an actual puppeteer actor in there.
And look at this, Netherworld
That
has
is
outdone
beautiful.
themselves this year.
Oh, is that an inflatable gargoyle? Wow. Oh,
And they're the
or is that
king of the
float?
floats.
Oh.
Yeah, that is okay. You are terrifying, sir.
And I
Very
think that's
good.
the most Netherworld people I've ever seen walking in the parade.
Yeah,
It's a big.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad they were able to like escape from their.
This is new.
That
Wow.
is beautiful. And his eyes are glowing red. Yes, I'm seeing some Ghostbusters
And Slimer.
and, a
And
Slimer.
attendant supernatural beings.
I like the Ecto. Is it an Ecto 1 Jeep?
I believe it is. There's 2 Ecto 1 variants that
Very
are part of
nice.
this. And apparently there's a steampunk Ecto that's a refitted car from the 1930s, 1939.
Huh. That might be coming up behind the.
Yeah, I have not seen that yet.
I see the regular Ecto 1 right there. Or is this?
This appears to be a standard Ecto one.
Right.
Yes, yeah, that's fitted out with all of the functioning gear. Oh, and here we have Lou Ferrigno.
Mr. Lou Ferrigno.
Another
Mr.
staple.
Lou Ferrigno. Nobody make him angry.
And Lou's been coming to DragonCon for many years.
Yes.
Years.
Yes. He
Speaking
is,
of DragonCon staples,
yeah, he's a fan favorite. He really cares about his fans. He's always there.
he
and
certainly
supportive.
does.
So
Now
we have moved on to the American Heart Association, the official charity of DragonCon 2019.
Yep.
I believe I'll actually be playing in a charity Dungeons & Dragons game
That
to
is-
benefit the American Heart Association
Excellent.
Yes,
with Dustin Fletcher and Devin Henderson of D4. They're doing their typical Sunday stream, but we'll be doing it here at DragonCon in front of an audience.
I heard that if
Wonderful,
you donate, you can actually affect some of the outcome of the game.
This is what I'm told as well.
Yes.
They're the Dungeon Masters. They know the plan. Moving on to the Batmobile, the classic Adam
Oh,
West
the 1960s
Batmobile.
Batmobile. That is such a gorgeous car.
They keep these in mint condition.
They really do.
I've seen them, at multiple different events. It's great.
Box Heroes.
The Box
cardboard.
Hero is always welcome.
Yes, a personal favorite of mine. I love the Box Heroes.
They just have fun with it.
They do. They do. It is pure fun.
Oh, and there's a Professor Hulk. And Forbushman.
Oh, Stan Lee Memorial. We love you, Stan.
Beloved Stan Lee. And Forbish Man, of course, one of his lesser-known creations.
Yes.
But no less influential on my childhood.
That's wonderful.
And there was the dude Thor. As
I
he's
saw
been
the
dubbed.
Thorbowski.
Yep,
Yeah.
the Thorbowski.
Yeah. And I think I saw a Shazam.
That did seem
Did
like
somebody say Shazam?
That was it. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
There he
Captain
is.
Well, no, he's Shazam now. He's not
Oh,
Captain
okay.
Marvel
See,
anymore.
he's Billy. He's back in the audience. We've lost him.
Here we are.
Oh, Waldo.
And another Shazam.
Oh, and Shazam.
Slash Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Excellent.
I think he's Captain Marvel. He doesn't
I
have
think
the new
he is
costume
Captain
on.
Marvel. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand how that could be confusing.
Well timed how both movies came
It
out.
was.
Yeah,
It
they
was
were
very
in
well
theaters. I remember just seeing both posters up at the same time and thinking, this is very odd from a nerd's perspective.
Yes.
Exactly. It is very confusing for the nerds out there.
I had to explain that to a coworker. They're like, Shazam. I'm like, it's Captain,
Captain Marvel.
What are you
but
talking about?
There's
No.
also Captain Marvel, and one's. You'll get it. Just watch the movies. They're great.
We got more superheroes and supervillains coming by. Is that that's
Hawk
Wonder,
Girl?
Wonder Woman from Kingdom Come, I think.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
And some
Batgirl.
excellent Hawk people.
Green Arrow.
Fellow
love in
DC
the-
cosplayers, I salute you.
Oh, yes.
I like in the show that it worked out to do the green boxing glove arrow. That was a nice little treat.
Yeah. So next up, let's see. We still have a lot to go. We've got, more of the Captain Marvel family.
More superheroes.
Quite a
and
few
villains.
Shazam slash Captain Marvels this year.
Yes.
Given
yeah.
the movie came out, I suppose.
I mean, it would make sense. Like, yeah, we've got a lot to celebrate there. There were
Yes.
lots of options
I mean,
for the
in
Marvel family.
Past 2 years alone, all the movies that have come out to celebrate different superheroes from decades ago.
Oh yeah, like stuff from my childhood that I, hadn't even thought about for years. It's really cool to see it. I'm just glowing in nostalgia.
I love the cheers behind us too.
It's
Not for us, but still.
no, but you
it's-
can pretend.
It's for the parade.
Yeah.
It's for DragonCon itself.
It is DragonCon.
The beating heart of
yes.
DragonCon.
We are all DragonCon.
Ah, nice Harley.
Oh, now we've got some villains.
That penguin, he stays committed.
He does stay committed.
And Sorcerer Supreme. I believe that's the tail end of the superheroes and villains. Though they're spread out a little bit.
They are. Well,
They
you
like
can't
to pepper,
put them together.
They like to pepper the heroes and the villains. True.
Yeah. You can't put them together too much, or we would have battles. Like,
And that's the thing, they're definitely interacting with all the kids along the crowd because they're recognizable right now,
oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a really good point.
I believe that was a Flashpoint Batman
Is that a samurai Spider-Man?
I think that was a Samurai Spider-Man.
Wow.
and the Black Mask, of course.
Their Cable. Very well done on that arm on that
Yeah, that looks really good. And we seem to have, I know we're getting the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I feel like they're being peppered in. Generally, they have an automobile or two.
Cable. Agent
Oh,
Shields.
it's a Bumblebee.
What? Did he just wheel it? Roll out
I think so.
Bumblebee.
I think he just, I mean,
Transformers were published by Marvel Comics for a while.
They were.
that is true. I mean, that is one way to get across the parade if you're like, in a car trying to go.
I've seen those where the guy actually folds down and then it can wheel around and then stand up and transform.
Oh, God.
Those are impressive costumes. Little Raphael.
Yep. And we have some Black Widows.
Some more Avengers here.
Another
Doctor Strange,
couple of
complete with
Doctor
spell
Strange.
effects.
Nice.
Yes. And I'm hearing birthday choruses in the background, so happy birthday to whomever's birthday it happens to be. Flashing lights tell us, is this the first S.H.I.E.L.D. vehicle? Is that the shield?
It looks it.
And crowd noise is
Some
starting.
more heroes and villains, including
Tony Stark.
Oh,
Avengers
it's Tony Stark?
Endgame Tony Stark, I believe.
He hearts us 3,000.
And here's the shield.
There it is.
I can hear the revving of the engines.
The Shadow.
Wow.
Deep cut.
Shadow Nose.
Wow.
Oh, Oh, here
There's
come.
a Deadpool
Are these the Deadpool contingent?
kicking a Deadpool head.
Oh, I think, yes, we have quite a few Deadpools.
A T-Rex Deadpool.
This is, I believe, an annoyance of Deadpools.
Is that what you call a group
I
of
believe so.
Deadpools?
I
Yes,
think so.
I agree.
It's not a flock or gaggle. It's an annoyance.
Or a
Okay.
murder. It's a straight up annoyance.
Spartan Deadpool.
And yes, Spartan Deadpool. That's
There.
great.
Shower Deadpool.
Going
Many
all out.
varieties.
Gwenpool.
Teletubby Deadpool.
Oh, that's
That
the
was a
stuff of
Teletubby?
nightmares.
Gwenpool,
Teletubby
of course,
Deadpool.
to Deadpool.
Wow. And next
Here
up we
we are.
have Captain America's USO girls.
Very nice.
They have been with us, of course, since Captain America's the movie introduced us to the beautiful costume design of the USO girl. I'm a vintage person. I love that look.
I probably saw Rosie the Riveter in there.
Oh, did you? She would fit in perfectly.
She was holding the banner.
Some more Captain America cosplayers following the
Oh,
USO
we've got,
girls.
yeah.
World War II
We've got an
era.
Agent Carter in
oh,
there.
there he is.
Oh, excellent.
Riding
A
the
bite
motorcycle.
no less.
I feel very protected and safe right now.
And here's a World War II era Captain America following them on a Jeep.
So we have the MacArthur Jeep and the Captain America motorcycle. The MacArthur Jeep is, wow, that is original.
That
That is amazing.
And the corncob pipe.
Oh, you can hear it like
There it is.
in your soul. Thank you, motorcycle.
The captain is here. And he's got the hammer. He has Mjolnir.
He is worthy.
He has many accessories. Mjolnir, motorcycle. He's got it all.
So next up is the DragonCon Swag and Seek, which apparently has been going on unofficially until about 2017, and now it's official.
For the past about 3 years. I want to
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
yes.
but people have apparently just been doing this.
Big meetups.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing. I actually like found some stuff just like hiding out with some
Yes,
tags around.
yes.
So it's a big like again, it's to go, you know,
If you're
challenge or no, scavenger hunt.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a scavenger hunt. If you're exploring around the con, keep your eye out in certain crevices, but not in other crevices.
Basically, if you're stuck in line and you realize you're not going to make it into that panel, just take some time to go wander around and find some stuff.
These are the folks from Atlanta Movie Tour.
Yes.
Now, of course, Atlanta is hotbed of film productions.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, we've got a lot going on right now, lots of open casting calls. Every morning when I turn on the news, there's a casting call segment. I feel like I'm back in LA.
So I assume that the Atlanta Movie Tours will take you to the sites of your favorite television shows and movies.
They do, they do.
There is an abundance throughout the city now.
More things that you didn't realize were filmed in Atlanta are filmed here, such as like Ozark, where everybody's wearing really dark, heavy things,
Right.
and you can't see them sweating. It's incredible.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh,
and of
wow.
course, Red Pirate Roberts.
Let's see.
And
Oh,
these
this
folks.
is the bridge. They were formerly known as the Fans for Christ, so it is a Christian organization cosplay group. We've had them for many years.
Yes, they've been always been the great.
Yeah, so they changed their name to the Bridge this year. And here it looks like we have the pastimes.
So going
All
back to
things
ancient
history.
times.
Yeah.
The sword balancer.
Yes, we've got swords. So he's balancing the sword while he walks.
The
Renaissance.
SCA, of course, Society for
Yes.
Creative Anachronism.
Yes.
Yes.
And I believe that we'll see several folks wrapped into this group, including
wow.
Greek and Roman gods, Norse gods and goddesses, Xena. And coming up soon should be the traditional contingent of Spartans. Not the Halo kind,
The other kind.
the other kind.
Who drew the short straw to pull the chariot? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, because those things are not light.
No.
Oh, and now we have the Amazonians.
The Amazons of DragonCon were founded in the summer of 2017 and have grown from a group of about 30 members in 2017 to over 300 members in just 2 years. Group members come from all across the country, and they were founded on the desire to create a fun, supportive, and encouraging environment to unleash the inner Amazon.
And this is apparently only their second year in the parade.
And they go all out with the leather work for their
Yes.
outfits. No, it's impressive.
Full chainmail.
Oh,
Fair
wow.
play to you, Sarah.
Oh, I salute you.
And I think we're seeing some Olympians.
Yes. I hope he's smart and uses aluminum. At least try and go lighter.
At least
Just
use
so,
the
yeah, because he doesn't actually, well, unless they're doing real sword fighting, he doesn't have to take any gloves,
Some
right?
people will go with steel. I don't know why.
Yeah, especially in this. I mean, it's a pretty nice day today, but sometimes with the humidity,
Yeah.
still, yeah, I don't see that as being pleasant.
We are lucking out with this weather. I felt the breeze
Yes.
just now. This is a gorgeous day for the parade.
Yeah, I've been at some scorchers when the parade's on.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah.
takes a toll. They drop like flies. Drop like flies.
And here are the Spartans.
Here they
Yes, here they are. I believe my friend Greer Bear Brian is marching with the Spartans.
Very nice.
So this also includes the 300 DC, which is a group where costuming and fitness collide. Its members are brought together thanks to their love for both the movies 300 and 300 Rise of an Empire and fitness. 300 DC has been DragonCon's Spartan army fighting at the hot gates of Atlanta since 2007.
Wow.
Oh, wow, there's a Xerxes.
Yes, no, some of their Xerxes are amazing.
So shiny.
Also giants too. They are, over 6'4", 5" easily.
And this is something that they do all year. They don't just come to this.
Nope.
Some of us, buy a costume at the last minute or their costume falls apart and they have to put it together. These guys are all year working on this because their costume is their body. I admire that commitment.
And here we have some Vikings.
That's been growing.
Oh, yes.
Pillage. Go forth.
Shield Maidens representing. Just finished up the latest season of that show. Great
And
show.
these are very historically accurate Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No horned helmets here.
Yes, no, this is... That show actually does a really good job being
No.
historically accurate. Oh, wow.
And the puppets.
We're getting into the puppetry track.
I'll, of course, be doing the DragonCon Puppet Slam on Sunday night. I believe it
Excellent.
starts at midnight.
Yes.
And it, of course, is one of the more popular shows at DragonCon.
It's always a blast. Yeah. It's one of my favorite, later night programmings.
And, of course, you guys have the Center for Puppetry Arts here.
Yes.
We do. We do have the Center for Puppetry Arts, and we have a strong commitment to the, oh, wow,
Neville Longbottom.
Neville Longbottom
I think-
for president.
With that, we're moving into young adult literature.
Yeah, the Henson show in the Center for Puppetry Arts. Oh, sorry.
Yes, the rotating exhibit that they have now that went from Labyrinth to Dark Crystal,
Right.
and then the regular stuff that's always on display. If you haven't been to the Center for Puppetry Arts and checked out their museum, it is amazing.
Big
Moving on
Farscape.
to the Bloodmobile.
Yes.
Gotta love the Bloodmobile.
The
Every year at
shirt.
DragonCon, there's a big blood drive.
It down in the Hyatt. Yeah, no, it's impressive. You can donate the blood, the platelets, plasma. They take it all.
Yeah, and we always get, this is one of their biggest drives.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, DragonCon, everybody who supported that.
I was down
saved
there
a lot of
yesterday.
lives.
It was insane how many people were there.
We've now moved on to Apocalypse Rising, which, of course, incorporates the Umbrella Corporation.
Well, doesn't everything?
Of course. They spread their tentacles far.
Just a bit, yeah. So they have 4 vehicles this year that are specifically for the Umbrella Corp.
This is the Raccoon City division.
They just try to keep us safe.
They are.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Their own mistake.
And I think I saw. Did I see? There was a Negan in there.
And we got a few zombies in there.
Yeah.
Looks like we might be having an outbreak.
Oh no, I thought they were supposed to be contained. Don't let them near this crowd.
It's okay. These are corporate zombies.
Oh, corporate zombies. Okay.
They
And
send
yes,
out
a
memos.
large number of Umbrella Corporation and Resident Evil vehicles in this year's parade.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, so he is protecting us.
Yeah.
I guess they just brought them out for educational purposes.
I'm sure the Umbrella Corporation has our best interest at heart.
Of course.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
do's and the do-nots. This is what you don't do.
And here we have a number of protagonists from the Resident Evil series.
I see a handmaid.
And, oh yes, these are, I think we're still in the Apocalypse
Yes.
Rising.
Yes.
of course.
So cosplay of Gilead. We have our lovely handmaids.
Yes, quite a few handmaids.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, and we've
there
got some
are-
Marthas.
There are a number of handmaids.
Yes. Oh, some have been to the store. Cool.
You've
yeah.
seen the show and read the book. Okay, excellent.
Oh, there's a pregnant handmaid.
Handmaid's Tale, of course, by Canadian author Margaret Atwood.
She's my favorite author.
And
I
didn't that
love
book come
one.
out in like 1985,
It
right?
did. It was required reading for my high school.
And a butterfly.
And a guest butterfly.
We're gifted with a butterfly. That's a bad omen, isn't it?
So we're moving into the animation track with Bumblebee.
Ooh.
And a lot of Steven Universe.
Yes.
I remember when Bumblebee was a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
It was a true
yes.
bug.
It was a bug.
That's what Bumblebee. Yes.
I do like how they in the latest Bumblebee, he was.
Yes.
They went back. They went to Gen
And I don't
1.
fear change. I don't fear change. It's just that I like nostalgic things, like Underdog.
Underdog.
This well-placed
Aw,
nostalgia.
Underdog.
And, of course,
Venture
Venture
We got our,
Brothers.
yeah, we got our henchmen.
Henchman from the Monarch's crew. And Peter White. It's a good thing he brought that parasol.
Yes.
We've got some She-Ra contingent
She-Ra.
from the new
She-Ra,
Netflix
I think I saw
series.
some Thundercats.
Yep. Oh,
Oh, the turtles are the ones rocking
the
out.
turtles.
Nice.
Giving a free concert.
We just need Vanilla Ice now and busting out. Go Ninja, go Ninja. That's some shred up, steady and bebop. You don't see many Rat Kings.
No, you don't. I've
No.
seen one once, but yeah.
And there is Rocksteady. Rule 63 Rocksteady.
Yes. Very nice there, Rule 63. I like that. What we got? Up there's the My Hero Academia.
Yes.
A great show.
It is.
And some
Got our
Sailor Moon
Sailor
folks.
Scouts.
Gotta have the Sailor Scouts.
And Tuxedo
And
Mask
that,
is in there.
what is that in the background? That mighty steed is being rolled through the streets. Now, is that Mystery Machine?
I think it is the Mystery Machine. I think it is the
Interesting.
Mystery Machine.
Paint job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps it's a newer vintage Mystery Machine. But there is Velma. So
And
that
we're
means
moving into the
we-
kids track.
Here we go.
Formerly, this was called Kaleidoscope, but we figured we'd simplify it. It's the kids track.
Oh, by the way, those Turtles costumes that we saw were the original costumes from a 1980s concert tour.
Huh. Yes, they did go. I remember that.
Oh, I
So those were
totally forgot
actual-
about that. So that was from. Oh wow,
Yeah, that was from the concert tour.
that was amazing.
Got a family of Where's Waldo getting lost in the parade.
How did they find each other in order to get married and have kids?
Some
Well,
things
we've-
are best left unanswered.
We know where they are now. We know where they are. Are these elves?
I think they are elves.
That's what I was like,
So we have some immortals. Or since they stayed, they're not immortal. I think that's how it worked.
Right.
Yes.
Coming up next, I believe we have the anime track.
Yes.
so we had animation, and now we're gonna go into
Yeah.
This is
so-
anime.
more
Yes.
hardcore.
Anime and
Exactly.
manga.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And so my knowledge of the following characters will be severely limited, and I apologize.
Well, I'll try and help.
Okay.
I mean, I keep in the know somewhat,
Yeah.
but I'm still more older school.
Yeah.
I'm more Astro Boy, Battle of the Planets.
Oh, you're going
way
that
back.
era,
Wow.
Yes. I'm very old.
Gotcha,
I'm very
man.
old.
G-Force. Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha, man. Here we are.
Ah, some Princess Mononoke. Some
Wow, yeah.
Miyazaki.
Yeah.
You got Kiki's Delivery Service.
Kiki's delivery service. As a cat person.
So, I mean, I remember when everyone was raving about Princess Mononoke, and I said, no, you got to watch Nausicaa, the Wind Valley.
Yes.
Even more obscure.
Yes. It's so beautiful.
And then I see so this is like a Studio Ghibli Miyazaki contingent, because there's Porco Rosso. There's Spirited Away in there. You see a lot of no names.
Nekanobasu. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
there we go.
Again, cat person.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little Totoro.
There's a little tiny Nekanobasu. Actually a cat bus.
That's great.
Okay, whoever you are my new hero. The fact that that is your vehicle.
They are committed.
Yes.
I wonder if they're an Uber or a Lyft.
Okay, I would sell my car. Well, maybe not my car, but I would just take Uber all the time.
There
I could
he
ride
is.
around in that.
No face. If you see someone dressed like that, don't take the gold coin. Bad things. Bad things.
Bad things will ensue.
What I love about Porco Rosso, huge inspiration, I believe, for Tailspin.
Really?
Yes. If you remember Tailspin,
Yeah.
with the airship pirates, go back and watch Porco Rosso.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing about this parade. It always adds to my list of things I need to watch because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that.
It's never ending.
So one thing about this is
Is that a Slender? No,
no.
not a Slender Man.
Are we at the
Circumference?
And I'm hearing the Crew Shadows fairies.
There we go.
These are the Crew Shadows
Yes,
fairies.
I'm hearing them. These are
Another staple of DragonCon.
yes. So the Crew Shadows dancers actually go around with the Crew Shadows and dance with them. The fairies are like the official sports team. They come and help get the audience going.
And the Crew Shadows have been performing here at DragonCon for years.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Always their staple spot down in the lower levels of Marriott, the marquee level.
Usually happens after the masquerade.
Right.
It's a really good show.
I like their style.
I do.
And the parasols. Smart choice.
They also have the most fantastic violinist as a part of their band. I just have to say she's incredible. Oh wow. That's beautiful. Stilts through this whole thing. I commend you.
A lot of glitter.
Let's see, and we have pirates. The Nocturnal Pirates of Atlanta.
And I believe they've got a pirate ship float coming up. Yes, I think that's it.
Oh, yep.
Nice. Pirates are always fun and wacky.
They are. They are. They're often at the Renaissance Festival. Georgia Renaissance Festival puts on a really good show as well. Lots of pirates.
You
We
got a
have
Captain America pirate.
Captain Pirate. Pirate Captain.
A little bit of mashup. You've got the Winter
Yeah.
Soldier there and the Iron Man pirate. There it is.
Who gets to ride on the float? That's a great job.
More so, is there a plank? That would add up the spice level of the entertainment in the parade.
Yeah. I mean, we've got some mermaids who kindly got out of the water to join us for the float today.
My friend was dressed as a mermaid, and a little girl went up to her and showed her, these are my feet. This is how they work.
That is precious.
Yes.
Clearly, they've been up to some pillaging. I see lots of skeletons.
That's what
clinging.
pirates do.
Yeah, they're good at
pillage,
that, yeah.
They pillage and they hang out with skeletons.
You gotta have a skill.
Now, is that Jake the Snake?
It is.
I believe that is Jake the Snake.
Legendary wrestler Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yes. I had the pleasure of interviewing him the other day.
I saw.
He is a wonderful man.
And he lives down here now, I believe.
Does he? He's local now?
I believe so.
That's wonderful.
These are the cosplay volunteers of Atlanta.
These guys go around all over to different hospitals, doing different
Yeah.
charities, events.
Which is fantastic.
That is
they do.
one of the best parts about cosplay is being able to spread the love and the joy of
There's
what
a
you're
Wreck-It
doing.
Ralph.
That is a great Wreck-It
That is an
Ralph.
amazing Wreck-It Ralph.
He's got his medal.
And Wonder Woman reminding us that September is ovarian cancer
Yes.
awareness month.
Yes.
Is he flossing?
He attempting. I think he was, yes.
Yep.
And
September is ovarian
it is.
cancer awareness.
Teal
Month.
Wonder
Thank
Woman
you.
reminding us of an important event coming up.
And this is the periodic table, which in my opinion is the most creative costuming group. Just because, I mean, you can have so much fun with this concept.
I believe that's Iridium up front.
That is
Nice.
Iridium.
Now, do they stay in formation of the periodic
They do.
table?
I think
Hydrogen. Thanks, Hydrogen. You made it all possible.
Let's see, magnesium is Magneto. Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. Platinum. Very well done.
Beryllium.
Cobalt. Cobalt.
The Sam I Am. Man, this is very creative.
Yes.
Yes, these
yeah.
are all costumes for people who want to feel good about themselves for being smart enough to get
Yes,
the costumes.
exactly. Yeah, so this is always a fun one to play the costume guessing game while we're
lose
hosting because
horribly.
I never feel smart
The
after
Freddie
this.
Mercury.
Oh, we had a Freddie Mercury as
Yes.
Mercury?
Yep.
Nice.
Very well done, sir.
I saw a Sailor Freddie Mercury the other night,
Yes.
which was quite good, or perhaps either Sailor Freddie Mercury or...
Yeah, that just makes me happy. I need to see that.
So the science contingent, I think, just went by.
Yes.
That's a big year for the NASA for the moon landing this year, 50th
Yeah.
anniversary.
So now we're coming up on the Skeptics track.
And the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Yes.
The noodly appendage has blessed us all.
I knew it was real.
And we have proof every year.
That was actually the first DragonCon. Was my first exposure towards the noodly appendage. I didn't know anything about it until I
Oh,
came
wow.
here. Yes.
Oh, good.
I was just like, what's with the meat? I'm Italian, and I was like, what's with the meatballs and spaghetti? What's going on?
Why is my dinner floating above me?
No, I was very confused.
Yeah, and I mean, skeptics are people who question and investigate. They debunk claims of the paranormal, conspiracy theories, scams, hoaxes, and fake news. So they are here to ask questions. They're not negative naysayers. They don't buy into everything. They are investigators.
But it's good to debate. It keeps your mind sharp.
It's exactly what we need. Like debate is the foundation of science.
Think for yourself.
Yes. Their costumes are presented in two categories. First, there is the punny section, who features costumers who express their appreciation of science and education. There's a geologist, a quack doctor, and a farmer. The next group we have is the Skeptics in History section that have walkers portraying skeptic heroes such as Ida B. Wells, Madame Curie, Galileo, Charles Darwin, and Albert Einstein.
I see a
And
Cobra
we've got the G.I. Joe folks, or
Yeah.
at least the
did I miss
Cobra
G.I. Joe?
folks.
Oh, Cobra.
Cobra Commander. You don't see any Nemesis enforcers running around.
Yeah.
And is that so? That's a
Bulbasaur?
Bulbasaur. There we go. The
The
Bulbasaur.
Blastortus, right?
Yep.
Blastoise. There we go. The Blastoise. Are those?
Is that a
Time
Morlock?
machine.
Wow, that was a time
Yes,
machine.
that was a Morlock. Yes.
That was gorgeous.
From the old classic original time.
Speaking of deep
It's
cuts.
been a long time since I've seen a Morlock.
Oh,
And there's a big chicken.
The big chicken.
Thank you. Thank
the
you
eye-
so much. I don't see the eye moving,
But still,
but, you know, and sometimes the eye gets stuck, to be fair. There's plenty of times I've been in Marietta and the eye just hasn't.
it does. It's also very creepy.
It's, you know, but how else would you get around Atlanta before we...
It's a staple.
It is a staple. It's where all the directions are. Oh, and here we have the high school marching band.
Lakeside High.
Nice.
It was an award-winning marching band making their 4th appearance in the parade.
I just love the fact that we actually get an award-winning high school marching band to come here.
Mixed in, I can see some of the alternate history track. I see some classic Victorian outfits running around.
Yes. Well, you want to stay with the music.
Of course.
That's where the action is. And since they are the Vikings, that's why you're seeing lots of people in the Vikings helmets.
Distributing water. Please
Yes.
don't let any of them
Yes,
pass out.
thank you for hydrating your people. Next up, it looks, I'm going to go with Star Wars.
I would
I
think
think
it
it
I
might be
away.
think. I'm not 100% sure.
I like the Stormtrooper. Is that a...
Oh, we got some box troopers. Cardboard box troopers.
Excellent.
And cereal box troopers.
And clearly this is powered by the Force, which is the most energy efficient type of vehicle on the market.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I like
and
it.
being perpetually chased.
Yes. Got the TIE Fighter.
And this clearly, I like the merging of the symbols on the door. That was really cool.
Ah, there's the Lord
Oh,
Vader.
and then, of course, Lord Vader. Yes.
He is Lord Vader. He is
He
Lord
is Lord Vader.
insisted that his personal escort be the cardboard box troopers. They are the most deadly among his forces.
And you have to keep your mercenaries close.
Ah, Twilight Society.
Oh, excellent.
It is impressive to see how people do up their Leku.
Oh, wow.
The appendages.
Yeah, Yeah, there's so many different ways of doing that. Let's see, the Last Council Saber Academy.
Very nice.
Looks like we're going to get a demonstration.
Yes, we will.
Oh, beautiful. So coordinated.
I just keep thinking of Princess Bride. Parry, parry, thrust, thrust. Good.
And no one lost a hand or an arm. That is amazing.
That is, especially with those blades.
Another rebel vehicle. I like that wrap.
Is this the Ford Focus? Rebel scum.
It's a Ford.
I believe this is, let's see, the Mandalorian Mercs, which is a costume club.
Yes, and with The Mandalorian coming out, I suspect their numbers will swell.
They are ecstatic about that show coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it
as
looks
am
good.
I. Oh,
Werner
yeah.
Herzog? Werner Herzog?
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
And Carl Weathers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Action Jackson.
Again, I'm
And of
just
course-
rolling in the nostalgia.
Yes.
As usual, the Star Wars contingent is quite sizable here at DragonCon.
Yes, because we also have the 501st, which I'm hoping to see soon.
Yes, here they are.
There it is.
This is the 501st truck with, yes, the droids.
C-3PO and R2.
We have them welcoming everybody. So the 501st Legion is Georgia Garrison presents. Oh, I don't want to give that away.
Yeah, we
Oh yeah,
I would
yeah, that's
almost
coming
guess.
out.
We have
I
notes.
suspect all the Imperials will
No
be first,
spoilers.
and then there's a special surprise.
Yes. Oh, R2. When
R2
Oh.
unit,
Very nice.
functional it appears.
Very nice.
That was beautiful.
And of course, the Fist of Vader themselves,
Yes.
the 501st Legion.
That is stunning.
Ooh, some manner of Sith.
Wow.
We have
Look
some.
at the detail on that.
So this is from the expanded universe in the Dark Horse comics. Those were some Imperial Knights who were Jedi that were kind of like a mashup between Imperial Guard for the Emperor 100 years into the future.
Oh,
Yes, I read those comics as well.
was that like late 90s?
Yeah, late
Okay.
90s, 2000, yes.
Yeah.
There we go. The Sea of White.
Troopers, accompanied by a
Lots
mouse
of
droid, of
troopers.
course.
Ah, Shore
I'm
Troopers.
quite happy to see many take their helmets off.
TIE pilots.
Some Jawas.
A little mouse droid running
I
around.
love the mouse droid.
Sand Troopers.
And was that a hood back there? Yes, there he is with his ice
yes.
cream maker.
a Wilro Hood.
Yeah.
The running of the Wilro Hoods is quite a sight. let me
And
tell
here
you.
it
And
comes.
here it is.
Ah, there it is.
So the 501st is presenting the Sandcrawler, a vehicle straight out of Tatooine in the Star Wars galaxy. Sandy, they call her, is built around a 1997 Ford Super Duty Champion V10 shuttle bus. She's got a steel frame welded onto her own frame that extends up and out to create the distinctive shape. Industrial PVC sheets are bolted onto the frame. The steel extension and PVC sheets can be removed for travel, allowing her to be street legal. Well, that's useful. In parade mode, as she is now,
That is
she
impressive.
is 13 feet 6 inches tall, 33 feet 6 inches long, and 8 feet 6 inches wide. Sandy is accompanied by a great horde of carefree Jawas, as you can tell, who feel very much at home in the sweltering Atlanta heat.
Is it like an ice cream truck?
I love that they converted it this year into an ice cream truck.
That is adorable.
Wampa Whip, I believe it said.
And apparently, if you visit greatjawahorde.com, you will find out more information about this amazing sandcrawler.
Lovely. Well, you know, if Jawas don't know how to beat the heat, I don't think anyone does.
Yeah, I think we're all lost if we live in a world that the Jawas can't survive.
We got some Futurama folks, and of
Oh.
course,
Oh, it
ending the
is-
parade.
Yes. Oh, Hypnotoad.
And Nixon.
And
President Nixon, there we
President
are.
Nixon. It is Nixon's head. And Robot Santa, who traditionally closes out the parade and represents the end. Wow, this year has been really good.
A lot of new stuff coming
A lot
out.
of vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah. There were a lot of vehicles this year. I believe that the hospital or the ambulance and
Yep, the EMTs.
yes.
Well, Robot Santa has ridden by. The fat robot has done his rounds, and so we end the parade, I believe.
Now we have the emergency vehicles, and once again, a thank you to the Atlanta emergency staff and our boys in blue for protecting us during this parade. Thank you so much for joining us too at this amazing event. I'm Jess with DCTV.
I'm Mark Meir.
And I'm John Strangeway.
And we are looking forward to doing this again next year, so we will see you soon.
Move this up to the side now.
Welcome aboard the USS Orville. As a Union regulation vessel, we are fully equipped to handle a high volume of refugees, civilians, and other non-crew members in addition to our regular crew and enlisted. During times like these, crowding is an issue, but rest assured, with your help, we can make this a pleasant stay for you and your race, your planetary council, enemies, family, or ex-wives. The mess hall will get overwhelmed, but rest assured, you will be fed. Please be patient when dealing with our food synthesizers. They can only function so quickly. And please, do not attempt to eat any part of the ship, including the computer, doors, and enlisted personnel. And please, keep your hands, feet, arms, toes, tentacles, energy fields, and other internal and external organs to yourselves at all times. We hope you enjoy your stay here, be it on board or in the brig, and thank you for allowing us here at the USS Orville to assist you today.
Once Upon a Time Lord will not be seen tonight. Please stay tuned for our feature presentation.
Better Off Deadpool will not be seen tonight. Please stay tuned for tonight's special presentation.
The Venture Property Brothers will not be seen tonight. Instead, please enjoy our feature presentation.
Avenger Endgame of Thrones will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the special presentation.
I bought shoes from a drug dealer once. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day.
Now available on home video, Stormtroopers Gone Wild. Catch real Stormtroopers as they party in Mos Eisley. You won't believe what these soldiers do on their time off. This trooper action is too hot to show on television. You have to see this video to believe it. Call now to order 1-800-TROOPER. Operator droids are idle. That's 1-800-TROOPER. Order now and receive droids too hot for TV absolutely free. That's 1-800-TROOPER.
Some people want to act